back to Sundays in the Garden. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, and on this channel I share all of the things I'm getting up to in my English cottage garden and allotment area. If you're new, I would love for you to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the things I'm sharing from my cottage garden and allotment in 2024. Today I'm heading out into the allotment area to harvest some of my broad beans, one of which has got, I think, nearly as tall as me, which is amazing. I planted them back in November. I remember one of my subscribers commented and just said, oh, I'm not sure that November is the best time to plant them. But I planted them anyway. The seed packet did say they could be planted from November, and they are, so far, I've been to a few different gardens this year, and I haven't seen broad beans that have got as large as these anywhere else. So maybe November is the time, and I'm definitely going to plant them in November again next year. So let's get out there and see how many I can get for my Sunday lunch harvest today. Before I do that, let me take you back to November and how I prepared this bed for the broad beans. So first of all, I raked it over to make sure it was free of any weeds and debris. The first variety I chose were these red epicure variety. They are a red bean when you plant them, and when you harvest them they've got a slight red colour to them as well. I'm just using an old wooden spoon here to make a hole 5 centimetres deep, and then I'm going to make the additional holes 10 centimetres apart from the one before. So 10 centimetre spacing, 5 centimetres deep. Then just pop the seeds in and cover up. Don't forget to label so you know which row is which. The second variety are also unwinds, Bunyard's Exhibition, which are green when they grow, but the seeds are a pale pinky red colour. A few months later, the plants have started to grow and it's now time to support them. To do this, I'm going to take a bamboo cane and place one in each corner of this bed. I'll also place one in the middle of the bed as well on both sides to act as additional support. Then I'm taking some garden twine or string and I'm going to just tie it around the first bamboo cane and work it through each of the plants to act as a kind of grid support system as the plants continue to grow. Once it's done, it will look something like this. And then a few months later, I'm at the top of the garden looking at the broad beans. Look at this one. It's as tall as me. And there are just so many on here to harvest. So I'll show you how many there are. Look. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. These are amazing. And they're definitely ready to pick, so let's see how many we get. To harvest them, I'm just twisting and pulling. So I've got quite a few so far, and as I'm picking them off, I'm just feeling the pods, because some of them, like over here, where is it? So these ones down here are really quite large pods, but when you squish them, you can feel that there's still quite a lot of growing room, and the beans inside are not that big. It feels quite spongy still, whereas some of the ones that are actually a little smaller, you can feel that they're nearly ready because the beans inside are filling the whole of the pod. So I'm just taking the ones off so far that feel like they're going to be a large enough size to harvest, but I think smaller broad beans are just as delicious. It's just I'm trying to let them get to their full size to make the most of them, really. But I've got quite a lot. I'll show you how many I've got. Okay. Yay! Oh, isn't it just a brilliant time of year when you can bring in harvests like this? I've just counted 23 pods of broad beans and at least 100 plus left on the plants out there. So absolutely generous plants, these. I would have planted, I don't know how many plants I've got in there, I think 6 per row, so 12 tiny little broad bean seeds. And just on this one harvest, 23 pods. Goodness knows how many beans themselves. I'll go and shell them in size now and see how many I've got. But that is absolutely amazing. If you want to think of something to grow next year and you haven't done it before, broad beans, absolutely brilliant. Here they are, 90 beans in total, and the ones that look slightly redder, these are the red epicure variety. Absolutely brilliant. Into the pan they go, and broad beans were enjoyed for lunch by all. So if you're like me and already starting to think ahead to the next growing season, don't forget to consider broad beans. A truly generous plant, providing an absolutely wonderful harvest. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video today, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday with my garden tour for June.